So let us set up a BTP trial account and look ahead and explore all the concepts in BTP. What are the environments available in BTP? What are the programming models available in BTP? So before moving ahead, let us set BTP trial account. So to create free trial account, use this. You have to register one account on sap.com. I will share this path with you. I'll begin this process. Click on try now button. I will use my email to log in. Click on next button. I will click on continue. I will enter my password and continue to log in. Now you can see that I am logged in. I will click on this button. Click here to start your trial. Here select region. Click on create account. So this global account is getting created. Meantime, we'll discuss these concepts like global account, sub account, and regions. So what is a global account? Global account is a representation of your contractual agreement with SAP. You don't actually build anything on this level. You administer and gain tight governance on this level. Regions are basically the geographical location where application data and services are hosted. Sub accounts hold together your application, services, and subscription and allow you to organize and structure your global account. So the actual work is done on this level. So here you see that this is getting created. Let us wait for a minute. So this account is set. Now click on continue. So basically this is the home screen and you can see that welcome to the SAP BTP. So these are, and you can see the quick tool access like SAP Business Application Studio. We are going to use SAP Business Application Studio to develop CAP application, Fiori application. For now, we can enter our trial account and set it. So we can develop CAP application. Here you can see this is the, you can say first screen. Here you can see this is our global account. And in global account, you can see that a sub account is created. Basically, the work is done in sub account and you can create multiple sub accounts. So suppose you have uh, you basically you want three systems. Suppose you want one sub account for development, another for quality and testing, and then you want to one separate sub account for productions. Here you can see entitlements. In entitlements you see that the service assignment, this in this section, let us wait. Here you see that all the services available, so we are entitled to use this service. So basically this is a trial account and we don't have to pay for this service, but for a business account we have to pay for this service based on subscription or monthly basis, depend upon the contractual agreement. Here you see the security, you see the role collection. So basically role collections are the collection of roles. So suppose this is one role collection. We have global account administrator. So this role collection has these roles: audit log auditor, global account admin, So without these roles, these activities will not be performed. So we assigned role to role collections, and these role collections are assigned to the users. So let us see here that this global account administrator role is assigned. We can also assign another roles like see global account viewer. So if we want to restrict some user to viewer only, we can assign this role. So like this, even we can create our own roles. So basically this activity is done by BTP admin. Here you can see boosters. Let us click on this button and let us check what this boosters is. So basically, suppose you want to prepare an account for ABAP trial, or you want to add configure a mobile application backend. So if you want to add this service, so instead of following the complex process, you may miss some process. So boosters will give you a workflow or a wizard type of way to register the service, create instance and service keys. So we can do this. We can follow to add this service in our BTP sub account. So this is a effective tool, and to set up some service we should follow this. So later we will create HANA cloud. So we'll follow this. So for now let it be, and let us enter our sub account. So again I'm navigated back to the home page. Now I will click on go to your trial account. So here let us enter our sub account now. So in this sub account you see, so let us focus on the environments. Basically here we see three environments: cloud foundry environment, kaima environment, and there is ABAP environment also there. So let us check all these three environments: Cloud Foundry, Kaima. ABAP environment is not added, so later we will add if that will be required. Basically, ABAP environment is required for ABAP. Uh, Basically, if you want to develop application using RAP concepts, so basically it gives traditional ABAP programming environment using core data services and HANA. So let us check these environments. So Cloud Foundry, basically it is a open source platform as a service, and it is ideal for developing enterprise grade cloud applications. Kaima is like managed by Kubernetes, and there are containers, and it is event driven. So basically, ABAP environment is modern. ABAP platform as a service designed to build cloud application using ABAP tools. So basically, there are two programming model. One programming model is cloud application programming model, and we use this model for Cloud Foundry environment and Kaima environment. So basically, Node.js, Java, and core data services are used to create CAP applications. And RESTful ABAP programming model RAP is like it is perfect for ABAP developers, so who are transitioning their skills to build application in cloud environment. So it is like evolutionary and standardized programming model specifically tailored for modern ABAP development. So basically, RAP is for ABAP development, and CAPM is for app, cloud development for Kaima and Cloud Foundry. So these are the differences. You can explore these, and so let us check what is Business Application Studio. So let us close this. So here you see that with this trial account, this API point, basically Cloud Foundry, is created, and now we'll explore Business Application Studio, and we'll try to develop um, CAPM application, our first CAPM application. We can go to these instances and subscriptions. Here you can see that Business Application Studio, one subscription Business Application Studio is by default added in this trial account. It is subscribed. So like this, we have to subscribe these services, and this is a trial. So there is we don't have to pay for trial account, but for production and business account, you have to pay for each and every services. So let us navigate to, and here you can see that in Cloud Foundry, you can see a space, right? So basically in a space, you store your applications, and you see that there is organization quota and memory space is allocated. Let us develop one CAPM application on Business Application Studio. So this is the home screen of SAP Business Application Studio. Click on Create Dev Space. So basically, we create a dev space to basically a space, you can say it is a repository or folder uh, we create, so we can create our application here. So suppose to create a CAPM application, we require some plugins, we require some uh, packages, some fundamental tools. So 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 that should be added to your space. So if we are creating a CAPM application, I would suggest this second option. This is the kind of application like full stack application using productivity tool. We should select this. Even with this selection, you can develop Fiori application. And the first one is basically for SAP Fiori. If you want to develop only Fiori application, you can select this type. But if you select this full stack application, you can develop CAPM and Fiori both. And there are others also, but for CAPM, you use this tool. Click on Create Dev Space. So we have to provide a name. Suppose I'm giving CAP. So this is the name I'm giving to this space. You can create multiple spaces here. So basically, you keep your application separately. Click on Create Dev Space. So this space is getting created, and you see the message that it is starting. So for your information, you can read these notes. Like basically it is a trial account, so your data will only available till 30 days and it will be deleted. And you can create only two spaces in uh, trial account, but in production account you can create multiple spaces. So let us wait for a few minutes, and it will start, and then we will understand what are the options and features we have in Business Application Studio, and we will create a CAPM application. Here you can see that we have created a dev space with name SCAP, and it is in running mode. As you can see in the right side, that we have buttons to start and stop this dev space. You can delete it, rename it, etc. So let us click on this SCAP and see how we can develop our application in Business Application Studio. So before starting the development, let it load, and meantime we will explore the capability of Business Application Studio. So Business Application Studio, or simply BAS, it is a next generation cloud based integrated development environment that is tailored for SAP development. So it is built on Eclipse, Thea, and it offers desktop like experience. It is similar to VS Code. So as we have created a dev space, you can quickly spin up, isolate optimized workspaces for different scenarios. Like suppose you want to uh, create SAP Fiori application, so you can create a separate space for that. If you want to create a CAP, you can create a separate for that. And if you want to create a HANA app, you can create a separate dev space. So basically you can build, deploy applications to Cloud Foundry, and also you can deploy applications to the on-premise SAP systems, etc. So Business Application Studio can connect to the on-premise systems as well using cloud connectors. So now let us explore more about Business Application Studio and create a CAPM application. So here you can see that these three buttons right here. Click on this button, you will see files, and you will see options like open file, open folder, import project. You can import project from your desktop, and here you can see that new project from template, and you can add folder to workspace, etc. These options that are required while the development. You can see the edit where you can see this how to comment and shortcut keys for block comment, toggle comment, and other options you can find. So there is one important option here. You can see that is command palette. Suppose I'm creating a Fiori application. So I let me enter a Fiori. So here you can see there are multiple options to. You can see this open application generator. It will open the generator, and deployment configuration you want to add, launchpad configuration you want to add. So these are the set of tools and configurations that we can easily access from here. So let us check if anything available related to the CAPM. As you can see, so you these things, notebook page and release note cap, show cap release note. So let's see what is this. So it's loading. So you can see that cap node.js, Java. So basically cap is developed on node.js and Java for service handling, and you see the CDS language, cap node.js, everything you can access from here. So all right, also you can see other options such as see this button. This is basically the explorer. So from here you can explore the folders, and you can create folders. You can select the path where your application is stored. So I'll let you know on which folder we are going to create our application. So let us explore other buttons. Like see this is basically CI/CD. So CI/CD, content integration and content delivery, basically we use for scheduling jobs and deployment. This is the log. Let's see, this is Joule. Joule is like AI of SAP. So Joule agents are there. Joule Copilot is there. So with Joule, later we will develop application using prompts. So we are going to explore it later. And here you see this is Git. So if we are deploying, and if we our repository is cloned to Git, so it is basically from here you can control Git. And these are the run configurations. So basically we'll create a run configuration to run and test our application. Also we will debug application with run configurations. So these are too many options, and we are going to explore all these options one by one later when we progress our development. So for now, I will click on this open folder button. There is a folder project. Here you say follow this path, home, users, and all that. You can, if this path is not available by itself, you can write it down, and you see select these folders, right? Projects. So let me click on this. You see that this is added, and click on open button. So this project folder will load now. In this folder, we will create our CAP application. So let it let this folder open, and meantime I will explain a few more concepts of cap. So I'm creating a new slide, and here you see, okay. So I will explain you one concept, that is MTA, multi targeted applications. So let us adjust the font so it will fit.